So I saw this game, Crypt, and I thought, hey, it's free, maybe it'll be fun. It's got kind of cool graphics. And then I saw the reviews.
Can't sex Greg.
Almost 15 hours of active playtime, and I still have not found a way to sex Greg.
Stop touching Greg's balls.
Add gay sex.
This is certainly one of the games ever made.
Ugh, can't sex Greg.
Worst dating sim I've ever played.
Best dating sim ever.
I am pregnant with Greglet. Now I hate you, Valfisk.
No Greg sex? I want Greg sex. Add Greg sex.
You can sex Greg.
I like the part when Greg said, "It's Gregging time," and started to Greggin all over the crypt.
This game cured my erectile dysfunction.
This game saved my marriage. Not recommended. This guy wanted a divorce. The Greg Gussy got me bussin' fam, for real, no cap.
I want sex with Greg.
I like Greg. Smiley face. I finished it, but didn't sex Greg.
Who is Greg?
Crypt, more like crapped.
Doesn't have sex. Add Greg sex.
Never again. Greg, thumbs up. This is one of the video games of all time. I had fun. No, really, I promise. 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 Play it.
No.
I hate this game. Greg, I had no clue what I was doing and won. 10 out of 10. I almost won on my first visit to the crypt. Unfortunately, I got Gregged.
Ever since I found Greg, I divorced my wife, sold my kids to the Ugandan government, and bought a Threadripper with all I had left after alimony, just so I could meet his family. Help.
Greg.
Good, but I cannot sex Greg. I finally managed to sex the Greg.
Best half an hour of my life, cured my depression, anxiety, loneliness, made me cry, 10 out of 10. I thought Greg was friends. The Greg Collective was not friends. I am a part of Greg now. We are Greg. This looks like Capybara, I think. Greg. Bad. Thank you. I desire Greg carnally. Greg. This was the most extraordinary experience of my entire life. All 849 quintillion, 139 quadrillion, 200 trillion picoseconds that I have experienced as a conscious being could not have prepared me for an experience this enlightening. If you consider yourself to be a self-respecting human being, you must play this game. You will not regret it. This game is agony incarnate. Good thing I'm a masochist. I made my girlfriend play this and she left me for Greg. I enjoyed this game. I'm insane. Please help me. My soul is gone. Please help me. Best use of my time I have ever experienced. Greg is such a lovable and deep character. Honestly, the arc from just Greg to the Greggening is some of the best character development I've seen. 10 out of 10 would be a Crypt Master again. Don't install for your own sanity. Greg sex update when? Greg is hot as 4 hearts. Greg, period. Not as good as Garfield Kart. Greg. Amazing game. Make sure to check out the settings before playing. Greg loves you. A psychopath made this game, but at least he's honest about it. Pretty art style too. I love Greg. Luckily it's a dating sim. Yes, I do suck a lot of penis. They killed my wife. Awooga. Crypt is, well, confusing. I first found the game while looking for free games and decided to give it a go. I found that it was a horror puzzle game and I enjoyed the visuals. The game was fun until I met Greg. Greg is like a force of nature. He comes and goes when he likes and kills all in his path.
This is the greatest game I've ever played. It cured my depression. It fixed my relationship with my family. My friends finally care for me, and all of my childhood pets returned from the upstate farm.
It also gave me terminal cancer, so there's that. Greg is all I think about. He's all I dream about. Greg. It never stops. Sometimes he multiplies. Sometimes there's only one. Oh, Greg, will I ever be able to obtain you? I cannot eat, sleep, or breathe without my beloved Greg. Greg, please don't leave me. Greg, please don't eat me. Greg. I cried after playing this. 10 out of 10 would recommend. The first 1 hour of my playthrough was walking around a maze and being lost half the time, and this encapsulates the true nature of capitalism.